Welcome to Across the Globe. Today we will learn about forms and validation. Forms in Angular play a crucial role in gathering and validating user input. Through validation, Angular guarantees that the input conforms to specific criteria. Angular offers native functionalities for creating and validating forms. For instance, consider an application that requires users to enter their contact details. Using Angular Forms, developers can ensure that all mandatory fields are filled, proper email formats are adhered to, and phone numbers are correctly formatted and validated. This not only improves user experience, but also ensures data integrity within the system. Forms in Angular can be set up by utilizing the ngForm directive. It is crucial for each form element to possess a distinct name attribute for proper functionality. Form controls can be specifically identified with the ngModel directive. For instance, when implementing a user registration form in Angular, each input field like name, email, and password should have a unique name attribute and be associated with ngModel for collecting and manipulating user data effectively. Angular offers predefined validators like required, minlength, and maxlength for form validation. Additionally, developers can craft custom validators tailored to specific validation logic requirements. Validation feedback in the form of error messages can be presented to users to communicate any invalid input. For instance, a registration form might use the required validator for fields like email and password to ensure users provide necessary information before submission. If a user fails to meet the validation criteria, an error message could indicate the missing data or incorrect input for corrective action. To validate an email address using Python, you can use the re module. Firstly, define a function validateEmail that takes an email address as input. Inside the function, set a regular expression pattern that checks for valid email format. Next, use a.match to match the input email with the defined pattern. If there is a match, return true. Otherwise, return false. For example, if you input example@email.com and run the validation check, it will output email is valid, as the email matches the defined pattern. This process helps ensure that the input email address follows a standard email format. Think of filling out an online form as filling out a job application in person. Validation is like the hiring manager reviewing your application and ensuring that all fields are filled out correctly. Just like a website form will prompt you to correct any errors before submitting, the hiring manager may ask you to provide missing information or fix mistakes before considering you for the job. In a program, validation can be implemented by creating code that checks each input field for errors before allowing the form to be submitted. Hey, code conquerors, ready to level up? With TechLearn ATG, showcase your skills with official course certificates. Just visit our site and start. Need that extra boost? Get tailored learning, 24/7 support and expert guidance, coding smarter, growing faster, and making learning fun. Go to our website across the globe, w.atg.world. In this example of Angular code, a job application form component is created to handle a job application form. The form is built using Angular's reactive forms approach, which allows for more robust validation and interaction with form data. The form consists of fields for name, email, phone, and experience. Each field is tied to a form control defined within the component using the Form Builder service. Validators like validators.required, validators.email, and a custom pattern for phone number validation ensure that the user enters valid data. When the user submits the form by clicking the Submit Application button, the Submit Application method is triggered. This method checks if the form is valid by using the valid property of the form group. If validation fails, an alert is shown to prompt the user to correct any errors. The template file jobapplicationform.component.html binds the form controls to their respective HTML input elements using the form control name directive. This connection allows for seamless integration of form data and validation rules. This code example illustrates how form validation is an essential part of building user-friendly and reliable forms in Angular applications. By ensuring that users input correct data before submission, we can improve the overall user experience and data integrity. Forms and validation play a crucial role in various industrial applications globally. One such example can be found in e-commerce websites during the checkout process. When a user proceeds to make a purchase, they are required to fill out a form with their shipping address, payment details, and contact information. Form validation ensures that the user provides accurate and complete information, reducing errors in shipping and billing. By validating fields such as email addresses, credit card numbers, and zip codes, the e-commerce platform can prevent potential issues with orders and enhance the overall user experience. Another real-world application can be seen in healthcare systems, where patient information forms are used for registration and medical history documentation. These forms typically require personal details, insurance information, and health records. Validation rules help maintain data integrity by ensuring that essential fields are filled out correctly, such as validating patient identification numbers, insurance policy numbers, and medical history entries. By implementing form validation, healthcare providers can minimize errors in patient records, improve data quality, and streamline administrative processes. In conclusion, forms and validation are integral components of various industrial applications globally, ranging from e-commerce platforms to healthcare systems. By incorporating robust validation mechanisms, organizations can enhance data accuracy, user experience, and operational efficiency in their respective domains. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next video.